Hey everybody, BearZombies here with Mindcore Studios and Random Bits of Geek, and I just finished seeing Silent House. So I said a little while back that I would come back and let you guys know what I thought about it. Finally saw it, had a chance to, and I really liked it for a couple of reasons. First of all, of course, it's all done in one shot, and it's amazing to me that they can do that in the first place. All the things that have to go right, and all the things that either can't go wrong, or if they do get messed up, you have to, just push on with it. You can't fuck around and, stop. Otherwise, you have to do it all over again. But the movie was really well written, in my opinion. The whole storyline behind it, her being trapped inside of a house, starting right here. Spoiler alert for anybody who's watching. They're basically trying to clear out a house. They're going to sell it. She sees a girl who comes and talks to her about, they used to hang out whenever they were little, stuff like that. But pretty much from the get-go, you're kind of left with a creepy feeling about things. Obviously, you're seeing the movie, so maybe you're walking in with that. I tried not to watch any previews. Tried not to really read anything other than, I saw that it was all done in one take. But beyond that, I did my best to stay away, just so that I could be unadulterated whenever I went in there. So as far as I was aware, it was going to be a ghost movie or some shit like that. But yeah, starting from the get-go, it's just you're kind of overwhelmed with this creepy feeling, and nothing really starts to take that away from you. There's really no moments of ease, no moment where you get the feeling like everything's going to be okay, everything's going to be alright. You don't really get that, and one of the biggest things that plays into that is the fact that they're doing it all in one shot. Not a lot of movies, music videos, anything like that, I think utilize that enough. But whenever it's all in one shot and you're following along with it, basically in real time, it's almost the way it's set up is you're living this event with them. You're experiencing what they experience when they experience, and not, oh hey, 15 days have passed, or anything like that. You're experiencing it minute by minute, second by second, which I thought was really awesome. The setup of the house was really cool because it's a big house, and there's like, really, when it comes down to it, I guess 3 people essentially involved. 4 if you want to go into technical details there, but such a big house and like 3 people makes things pretty spooky, because you're in this huge fuck off house and it's just you. It's not like there's a whole bunch of people to sound off on or to listen for, so you have to be extra careful whenever you're going through all the rooms, whenever you're trying to. And the basement in this movie was fucking ridiculous. Like, it was something straight out of like Nightmare on Elm Street, so that added to everything. It's got Elizabeth Olsen in it, which I guess that's where all the talent went in that family or something, at least the breast. That's where all the tits went for sure. But she was in it, didn't really know anybody else, and that kind of hurt, I feel like. I don't know that you were supposed to get that really hardcore fucking sick to your stomach feeling as soon as I did in the movie. As soon as I saw the uncle, I was kind of like, there's some fucked up shit going on with this guy, this whole situation. And I'm sure that whenever you see it, if you haven't seen it already, you're going to get that same feeling. It's just, it rubs you the wrong way, the interaction. But the way everybody else kind of played off, even with the dad, started off just, you don't feel right about it. It doesn't feel so much loving as it does, like, really kind of fucking creepy and weird. And I don't know, just everything kind of about this movie. It wasn't as unsettling as a lot of movies that you've seen, like I Spit on Your Grave, or The Audition, or anything like that. It wasn't that unsettling, but it didn't really explain away all the stuff. Spoiler alert, dealing with like molestation, her being sexually abused by both her father and her uncle, any of that. Nothing was really kind of explained away. So really, you find out that it happened, and you get kind of glimpses into that. But some of the stuff that they show you, like her bathing as a little kid in a bathtub full of bottles, blood pouring out of a toilet that's on the fucking wall. Like, all this stuff just leaves you with a plethora of just horrendous, terrible fucking shit that could have happened to this girl. And I love that they left it open like that. They didn't, put it all out there. Like, hey, this is what happened to you. This is when it happened. Here's photo documentation of it. It's really kind of left into your head. So if you're somebody who's put off just by, somebody touching somebody inappropriately, which in and of itself is terrible, then it's going to get you wrong. But if you're somebody who's, I don't know, been privy to this type of a thing or seen movies like this already, I mean, the depths of human depravity are just, I don't know, boundless, I guess. You can fill in all the blanks, and it can just be really terrible, fucked up human shit. But I came away from this movie, and I mean, it wasn't really scary. It's categorized under horror. I would definitely say it's probably endgame, more of a thriller than a horror movie. It's got a couple of startles here and there, but really it's just kind of the overreaching story of everything that leaves you unsettled, leaves you a little bit rattled maybe. The way they unfold everything cinematically is just genius. The changeovers, it reminded me a lot of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Where you've got somebody, having to run around, take another position, stuff like that, all while they're, continuing filming the scene, or in this case, the entire fucking movie. But it was really good. I was not at all let down. This is going to be 2 movies for me back to back, where I'm kind of happy, kind of excited about it. And I would recommend this. On IMDb right now, I think it's getting like 5.5 stars. From people who've seen it. I would easily give it probably on a 1 to 10 scale an 8, removing 2 for acting on the father and uncle's parts. But beyond that, the story was pretty good. 1 to 5, I'd give it probably a 3.5 to a 4, maybe. Probably 4. But, I mean, you don't have a whole lot of movies that are doing what this one did right now. You don't have a whole lot of, and there's a whole lot of movies that are trying to, turn your stomach, make you feel uneasy, that type of a thing. But there's not a whole lot of movies that are not pushing the boundary and succeeding with that mission. Because that's something that this really didn't have to do. It gave you, like I said, it gave you those tastes, those glimpses of what was going on, but it didn't shove it in your fucking face like so many movies do, where they just put it right fucking front and center to where you can't look away, and they try to shove it down your throat, and that's how they want to make you uneasy. They want to have the whole scene unfold in front of you and hope that it turns your stomach. But this movie was definitely something that you should see. If nothing else, go see it whenever it comes out on video. But I would recommend seeing it in the theater, just so you can kind of experience it full screen. If you've got a cheaper theater, maybe see it there. If this isn't your taste, or if you're into like seriously scary movies, then check out a seriously scary movie. This one wasn't scary per se, but it was a little unnerving. Things that I really, really liked, all in one shot. It's fucking awesome. Super effective. Polaroid scene when she's taking pictures. Really awesome. When you see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's extremely effective. I really, really loved the quick changes as far as some of the scenery goes, and definitely as far as her taking some places in the movie goes. Things I did not like. I hated the acting of the dad. I hated the acting of the Uncle Peter. It was terrible, and I felt like I gave away too much too soon just because they were too bad. It wasn't subtle enough. It was very blatant, and I got that feeling immediately. Maybe the rest of you won't. I don't know. I did not like and this is just because I didn't quite understand it, but the issue of the mold in the movie, it was kind of played up, being really dangerous, stuff like that. There was a point where it took over an entire room, and I'm not entirely sure what that represented, what it was for, but it was in there. It had a purpose. I just don't know it, and so therefore I don't like it. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the ending was pretty cut and dry. It ended. There wasn't really a happy, seamless thing where the cops show up and all this shit, gets taken care of and is resolved. She walks away from a house where she murdered her father. Her uncle's probably going to die. She's fucked up for the rest of her life because she remembered all these repressed memories of her being abused by her dad and her uncle. And she's walking away from that. Scarred for life. No happy endings. No Hollywood tie-ups and loose ends fixed. And that's the end of the movie. So, I really, really liked it. That sounds really weird coming after everything that I just said. I really liked this movie, though. I was definitely afraid when I went to go see it that it was going to suck ass. But I'd recommend it to pretty much everybody to go see. Next movie that I'll probably be checking out is John Carter. Not because I want to, but because everybody told me that I needed to. And I'm probably giving it a bad rap based off previews, which I do a whole lot, which is why I try not to watch them. So look out for a John Carter review probably next time. Maybe a couple other movies and a couple rants. Visit us on mindcorestudios.com. Check out Random Bits of Geek, and we'll see y'all later.